Welcome to O'Neill's Verbatim, your off-script life logic talk show. I'm going to preface this by saying, if you watch this video and get offended, it's kind of on you. My intentions aren't to offend anyone. My intentions aren't to sway anybody's ideas. So, you're going to get out of this what you put into it. Same kind of energy feedback is what I'm looking for. That being said, I'm doing this for discussion. So, if you agree with what I say, throw it down in the comments, leave a like, subscribe, throw the notifications on if you want to see more content like it. And if you don't like it, at least leave a comment. Tell me what you didn't like about it. Tell me what in my logic you believe is flawed, and anything that I bring up to talk about, I'm not going to have a closed mind on. So, by any means, feel free to try to sway my mind in either direction. I feel like the only way you could have a discussion is by keeping an open mind, and that's what I want to do. If you think I missed something, if you think I'm incorrect something, I want you to correct me, because that's the only way I'm going to continue learning, and it's the only way to have a healthy conversation. So I put a poll up on Facebook, and the choice that won was gay marriage rights. It's not a real easy topic to go into, and it's a very split topic going throughout the country and in many places around the world. But I'm going to start on the law side of it. I think, at least, and all this is just mainly in the United States, I'd say, because I'm not really going to comment much on how other countries are run. I don't live there. It's not my problem. You do you. So, for America, I believe that there is absolutely, without a doubt, no place for religion when it comes to politics. And I believe you have to outsource, just say no to all religion when it comes to politics and lawmaking, because, for example, if you're a Christian and a Muslim was elected to office because they were the best candidate, you would not want a Muslim president pushing Muslim-based or Muslim-oriented laws, and I think it goes both ways. If you're Muslim, you wouldn't want the laws of the country, of America at least, being pushed with Christianity being forced upon your choices, and Christianity being the backbone. So that's why I feel if you're going to make a logical argument about law, you're not allowed to bring religion into it, because I think it could be a universal agreed on thing. At least people who want to have a open and intelligent discussion would say that it's wrong to push your religion on others, and you can't expect others to follow your religion because other people don't share that same religion. Me saying you can't do something because I'm Christian would be the same as someone who is Jewish saying you can't eat certain types of food. Well, that's your religion, you can't push it on me. So that is the first train of thought I go on when I have to think about, okay, do I agree with this law or do I disagree with this law? Then I go on to the train of thought, alright, so if you take gender out of it, because I don't think laws should be I think laws should be based around human beings. Because at the end of the day, whether you're black, white, brown, yellow, male, female, you're human at the end of the day. That's the bottom line. I think that's one thing we could all agree on, that at the end of the day, our base in DNA is human. And that's the universal truth for humans. It's kind of the prereq So, I think you got to take even gender and sex out of it altogether. And just look at it as a legal adult or two legal adults. Now, if you were to ask me if I believe two legal adults should be able to make a contract together to combine their finances with known risks that if one leaves, it might be divided and vice versa, I would say, yes, that seems logical. I believe two people should be able to make a contract in where they share their finances. And I think you can't really exclude two men or two women in that aspect if it's in a non-religious sense. Because I'll straight up say, do I believe two men or two women should be married under any religion where it specifically says that they shouldn't? No, I don't think two men or women should be married in a Catholic church or a Muslim mosque, because those two religions expressly forbid it. But if you take it as a legal contract, I can't really think of a logical reason why two legal adults, two legal consenting adults, shouldn't be able to enter under a contract to combine finances. And I have heard the argument that some people don't want to call it marriage because marriage is between a man and woman. Well, fine, that's not really what I think is the main concern of the problem, like what to name it. So, I feel like an easy agreement would be two consenting adults should be allowed to get married, and if for the sake of the argument you wanted to rename it something like partnership, which is already used among the gay community, or literally just a contract together, I just don't see, outside of religion, that you shouldn't be forcing on other people, and, you know, just in a logical sense, why two consenting adults shouldn't be allowed to enter under that type of contract. Of course, this is all my opinion. It's just how I've come to think. So, obviously, depending on popularity and such, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody's comment or rebuttal, and I actually welcome more comments and more rebuttal than from people who disagree with me, because that's how we have a discussion. I mean, I'm not just going to be looking for people to pat me on my back, hey, I like what you said. Challenge me a little. What I'm going to try to do is every 3 or 4 videos I'm going to go over, like I'm going to look at the comments and the reactions that it got and people's arguments, and then in that, like, 4th video, I'm going to respond to them. Like, alright, the videos were gay marriage, abortion topics, and a video that I was thinking about doing, if you guys wanted it, was usage of quote-unquote offensive words. That would be stereotypical words, racial words, gender-defining words, shit like that. So, if I don't react to you on a personal level, I'm going to be looking for the most popular comments, or maybe ones that just stood out, or things that made me think, oh, you know what, I didn't think about it like that. But please, definitely do leave a comment. If you don't agree with what I said, or you think that there's a different side to what I said, I think that when it comes to laws, you have to take a certain personal aspect out of it. Because at the end of the day, your neighbor, whether you agree with them or not, you could at least agree that they're a human being, and that I think most of us could agree that you don't really choose, actually, I'm not going to go there, that's a very divided subject, But you don't, at the end of the day, you don't choose who you were born as, and I don't think laws should be made restricting people as they were born. And I know it's a heated topic, whether it's a choice or whether it's born, and that's not the conversation that I'm trying to have right now. I mean, unless that's the conversation you guys want to have. If that's what you guys want to talk about, I'm more than happy to. Ask and you shall receive. But don't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to, or my opinion on. I believe that wraps it up about for what I have to say on gay marriage. I guess the rest of this video is going to be me talking about how I want to set up my channel. So a big part of it's going to be discussion. Obviously, I'm sitting in my car. I don't have any kind of tech. If the channel gets popular enough, if you guys enjoy my content, then, you know, eventually I'll get it to where I could monetize the videos and such. You guys are probably going to have to sit through some kind of 15-second ad or whatever. Just skip it when the chance comes up. And then maybe I'll start getting, you know, if I get the response necessary to, then I'll get video equipment and maybe an intro, or I don't know. You guys tell me what you want to see. If you guys don't care about all that fancy shit, you guys just want to see me sit and talk in my car, yo, makes my life so much easier. But if you guys want to see a little bit of pizzazz or this, that, the other, hey, man, I'm down for it. That's why I'm doing this. So, I guess I'll probably throw up another poll on Facebook for now, but I'll definitely be checking the YouTube comments. So, for the next topic, if you guys, because it was pretty even, it was only like 20 people who voted, but, the next topic choices are either abortion or words like the N-word, other racial type words, words that are seen offensive like the words midget, retard, whether anybody should be allowed to use them, specific people should be able to use them, and what circumstances I feel people should be allowed to use them in. It's either words or abortion. Not going to take up any more of your time. Thanks for listening. Have a good one. This has been O'Neill's Verbatim.